Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's lockdown lunch with me, Kelly Ransom. I'm coming to you live from my home office in Roslindale. I have a fabulous guest right now that we're going to talk to in a second. But first, I just want to let everyone know that Venus is no longer in retrograde. So if you want to do anything to your hair or your appearance, go for it. You'll be blessed. I also want to say happy birthday to Anthony Bourdain, one of my heroes. That's all I have for house cleaning right now. Today we have the amazing Ammy Lowney. She is a proud Latina entrepreneur, educator, mom of 4, and she's the owner and founder of JUICYGREENS in Jamaica Plain. And we're going to learn all about JUICYGREENS in just a second. I'm going to bring Ammy on right now. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
How are you, Kelly? Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Once again, I know you're very busy, so I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, before we get started in talking all about JUICYGREENS, I just want to check in and see how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. It's I got to support one of my my dear friends from Imani Massage. So she came in today. She gave me. She's also a black owned. It's also a black owned business. She gave me a nice massage and hadn't done it in like 5 months. So I feel recharged. My body feels good. Great. So it's a good day.
I'm jealous. I need one. Oh, so stiff from sitting in this office. So, this show was started because of the pandemic and what I was considering lockdown, meaning like I couldn't leave my house for a while, and the name is just stuck. But I like to ask every guest how the lockdown pandemic went down for you personally, and if you're still sort of in it right now.
Well, personally, it was rough. It was rough. If you think about it, as a mom of 4, having a new baby, 6-month baby, taking care of the baby. Preschool was canceled, so that means I had a toddler in the house.
Oh my goodness.
Kindergarten was canceled, so I had to like homeschool my kindergarten, and I had a 12-year-old in the house. So I became a house school teacher. High school teacher. Still taking care of my children, taking care of the business that require, all that more attention than ever.
Yeah.
And so it was rough. It was rough. But as soon as I was able to find a routine and ask for help, I asked my husband, I can't do this, you gotta help me. My goal was to like stay home with the baby and not have to worry about anything and just bond with her. And that didn't happen. So I asked for help. I asked my team for help.
Good.
And I asked my nieces for help to help me with, teaching my children. So that's how I was able to like go through it, just asking and reaching out for help.
That's great. It's hard to do for some people, ask for help. So that's good that you realized that you needed that. It's gotten better now? Things are...
Yes, definitely, because we set up a routine. Once I was able to have a routine for the 2 little guys, for the baby, for my son, and even for JUICYGREENS. Once we were able to come up with a routine, okay, every Wednesday we do this meeting, on Tuesday we do this. So we were able to I was able to find some peace inside.
Good. I'm so glad to hear that, because it's hard these days.
Yes.
So, hold on. My cat needs to be let out. Get out of here.
Oh, that's your cat?
Yeah, Rick was in here, and that's real life, everyone. My cat hides under the bed and then screams. What is JUICYGREENS?
Okay, so 2 years ago, JUICYGREENS was a juice bar and cafe. We are rebranded. JUICYGREENS is a plant-based kitchen. So that's how I want people to now see JUICYGREENS. We are a plant-based kitchen. 2 years ago, like I said to you earlier, we've learned a lot about the business and about the food that we make and about the team and the people that's required to make Juicy Green possible. So we decided to call Juicy rebrand, and we don't want to call ourselves a juice bar because we go beyond juice. We're making so many things, and so we want to be called a plant-based kitchen. We're a plant-based kitchen. So we're a plant-based kitchen. We provide the community with plant-based food, delicious quality food.
It is absolutely delicious.
And with a Latin touch. So a lot of the flavors and the spices and the season and the herbs we use are more like Latin inspired. So I don't even know how to call it. We're Latino, Latina flavor.
Latina flavor.
So
you're originally from Colombia, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes, I'm from Barranquilla, which is the northern part of Colombia. So we're more like Caribbean people. So it's we have a lot more like Afro-Colombian blood in us. So it's like 110 degrees right now over there.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. I thought that was hot.
Yes.
So Juicy Greens is in Jamaica Plain, and then it's also about to be somewhere else.
Yes. So we were lucky enough, we were blessed to be given the opportunity to open at the new food hall in downtown where TD Garden is, right in the first floor of TD Garden. There's a new food hall coming in. It was supposed to come in the spring. Because of COVID-19, things have kind of slowed down.
Right.
The place is done. If you go to our Instagram, which is you can check Juicy Greens Boston on Instagram, and then you can see pictures of what it looks like. We have our name; it's already there. We have the blenders. We have everything we need to operate. Is done. Now we just need to COVID-19 to go away.
Yes.
So we can reopen, have people back in their offices, and that we can do what we do best, which is provide plant-based food.
That's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. It's like a really big deal.
Thank you.
You have so many people go through there. It's just amazing. Because I remember when we first met in like 2018, you had just had the storefront in JP. It wasn't even open yet. So now.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, like when before we even opened, I mean, I'm so glad I went to work with you when you were part of JPNDC, because I mean, it really helped me understand with the design and the planning of the business. And I remember when I first, all I wanted was, I just want a juice bar. I just want juices. And then JPNDC brought up the question, okay, you're going to make juices. How are you going to be able to make enough money to pay the rent?
Right.
Selling juices. And now it's just like, honestly, juices, it's like the least thing we sell.
Wow.
Like the top things we sell are smoothies and arepas. Arepas, it's like the Colombian cornbread. Those are our top two. And then juices is like the fifth thing we sell. So there's a lot of things that that I've learned in the last 2 years from when I first met you. And it's just like really hustling. I've learned if there's just one word, if there's one word I've learned this last 2 years, is the word and the meaning and what it takes to hustle.
Hustle. You think you've mastered it.
I'm still trying.
So Juicy Greens, you had to adapt when COVID-19 happened, and you did a couple of different things. What are some things that you had to change or adapt to the new world?
Yeah, I mean, closing for us was not an option. I just couldn't I couldn't do it. I cried when everybody started closing down. I cried and I said, oh, we're gonna have to close down. And then the more that I thought about it, I was just like, I couldn't afford to close it down emotionally. My staff, I love my staff, and it's just like, they're my families, right?
Yeah,
I would think of like, how are these people going to pay for rent? How are they going to put food on the table? So for me, I just couldn't do it. We just had to figure out a way. And then we decided to stay open, and then we tried everything. I even started selling diapers. We started selling diapers from JUICYGREENS, selling soap, selling anything I could sell, I was selling. And it was rough. It was really hard for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
After 2 weeks, I decided to sell groceries. And that was the saver of our company, and to save the jobs for my staff. Because of everybody that supported us through our groceries, I was able to keep mostly all my staff. I was able to keep them because we were doing like about 30 grocery bags a week. Sometimes we'll do more. It was just like unbelievable support from the community, and that actually brought new customers in.
Oh, that's always a plus.
Yeah, people who never been to JUICYGREENS, they heard about us selling groceries through the Jamaica Plain Facebook group, and then they decided to come in for the first time. So they not just only buy the groceries, but they will also order food.
Nice.
And that kept us busy. People started donating bags, so we were able to support people. We had a lot of we worked with the High Square Task Force, and we were able to donate produce bags to some of the families of the youth.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we were able to like really be there for the community just as much as the community was there for us. It was beautiful.
I love that about your business. You're always in the community, and I just think it's so interesting. It's just a funny connection because the space that you're in was previously a grocery store.
Yes.
It was Harvest, and when I was younger, it was something else. But
yeah, that was so funny. A lot of people that would come in to pick up the groceries, they said the same thing. Said, "Well, this is where I used to come pick up my groceries before. Now I'm coming back picking up my groceries." So it was
great. I used to go there when I was a kid. My uncle.
Oh, really?
It had a different name though. It wasn't Harvest. I don't remember what it's called. So I'm from JP. I love Jamaica Plain. I love Jamaica Plain. And as you know, it's a really unique, special community. What do you love about being a part of Jamaica Plain?
Wow. What I love the most about Jamaica Plain, in the place where I am, in the spot where I am, is the vibration.
Yeah.
The vibes of the people. People seem really free, right?
Yes.
They're like free of judgment. Like, it's just, I feel like JP is such a unique, there's nothing. I've never been to a place like JP. Like, you see young people, you see like really older people, and really like my neighbors are like our customers. Our neighbors become our friends, and I've learned so much from like all the different communities. Another thing that I like the most is being able to people who are open to like, we're a very different concept where you come in and majority of my staff only speak Spanish. And sometimes the only person that speaks Spanish is the one that's taking care of you.
Yeah.
So I see how if I would have been in a different spot, like people would not be as patient to my staff.
Yeah.
Like trying to communicate with sign language, like, oh, anarepa, okay, anarepa is corn, maize. So trying to being in Jamaica Plain where people are so open-minded and they're being okay with, sometimes we don't have an English speaker at the register. It's, a Spanish speaker. and customers being so open and being like flexible. You know, I think that makes Jamaica Plain what it is. Sorry, give me 1 second. I keep looking because my dog is chasing a squirrel. So I want to have her come in. Do not come. She's like going nuts. Come. Sit right here. Sit down. Sorry about that.
No, that's real life. So you don't just have your plant-based kitchen. You don't just, have this great team and business. You also support local organizations. So you give back to the community all the time. What are some things that you do with the community?
Yeah. So being an educator first. I mean, before I became an educator, I was a community organizer. So I've been a community organizer for a long time. When I became an educator and a teacher, I carried that. Being a community organizer, I carried that into the classroom. And I remember telling you the way how my business came about was because I was teaching a civics class where we were going over social issues. It was a hands-on civics curriculum where we learn about how government works, and we learn about social justice movements, and we learn about how can students also make an impact in their community.
Okay, you're a business owner. You're always busy.
Okay, so I've learned that. So doing that, my students, the last year they did a segment on poverty. There's some research on poverty, and focus more on the lack of healthy food available in the community, in neighborhoods. And this was 2 years ago this was like 3-4 years ago, where plant-based wasn't like,
it wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like well known.
Yeah, well, no. So they did all the research. So I would have to grade the papers. So I would read all the surveys they did in the community, all this information, and I was inspired. I was like, I want to do something. I want to, I have the energy. I want to do something. I want to go out there with them, and I want to do it with them.
Yes.
And I had to stay in the classroom, and I had to send them out to stay in the classroom. And then that's when I decided, I need to make this a reality. And then it was, first I was thinking about a farm. I was thinking maybe I'll buy a farm in the city and then have my students like that. But then reality hits. Everything takes money. Everything takes money. So the way how I do right now, I'm passionate about my youth. I mean, I miss the classroom every single day, but I also love the flexibility to be where I am, because I can still use the platform that I have to educate and to support youth. We provide youth employment. So yeah, we provide youth employment. So I have 2 young students that work with us, so they learn about not just how what it is to have a job, but I also include them into the staff meeting, so they know what it takes to have a business, to build a business. So that's one of the things that we do. Another thing that we started doing actually last year, was going into the schools and teaching students about. So I will bring one of my staff who was a nutritionist. I would bring him into the school, and then we would teach students about plant-based food, and I would talk more about what it takes to be an entrepreneur. So that's something that we started last year. We started doing with local schools. Unfortunately this year we couldn't do it because of the COVID-19, but that's my vision. My vision is to use my knowledge, my skills, and the fact that there's a lot of people that look like me, a lot of students that look like me, that they want to see people that look like me owning business.
Yes.
Right. So I want to be able to use this summer I'm going to focus more on like that curriculum that I had. I'm building to make it more to make it more not just about how to rely on donations to make a if you want to if a student has an issue that they want to work on, not just asking people for money. Oh, can you please help us donate and or give us a grant for this. I want to change that. I want to be more like, how can we come up with a business concept that can support this, like social entrepreneurship?
Yes.
And I think that is so important. So important to teach students that they can make it, right? They don't need a 9-to-5 job, right? This
No, they don't.
And what happens is, I mean, for example, my experience with my I think I shared this with you in the past, which is, a lot of us Latinos, we grew up in households when mom and dad work in factories,
Yep.
right? 9-to-5 jobs. And that's the language we hear in a household. You need to get a job when you graduate from high school. 9-to-5, that's going to pay your bills, it's going to pay your cars. So we don't hear like, oh, you can own your own business. You can open your own business. We don't hear, that's not the language that we hear in a household. So I want to change that. I want to be able to work with more youth through this curriculum that I've been, like working on social entrepreneurship.
I think that's so inspiring, and even when I was younger, that wasn't an option. Being a business owner wasn't something that talked about, or it wasn't something that we learned. So what you're doing is really important, and I think a lot of youth will be inspired by it, because owning your own business is one of the best feelings in the world. It's also one of the scariest, but
scariest, yes.
It feels really good.
It's going through, and I'm sure, but I'm thinking because we're older, we have that fear. But young people, they're younger, right? And they might have less fear, right? And it's not just teaching them about, okay, you have to have a dream. Giving them the tools, right? Yeah. Not just the training, investing in them. Giving them, a seed of money. Having them go through the whole process of having a business plan, okay? And then they do like a Shark Tank, just kind of what we did with JPNDC. And then they can, compete. They work hard for the business plan, then they can compete for that seed money, right? Yes. Like people do it all the time. So it's not, they're not getting hands out, they're competing for like a seed money so that they can start their, start up their business. So that's my goal.
You will do it. You've done everything you ever told me you were going to do. You've done. So I believe in you 100%. You've worked a lot with JPNDC. So JPNDC is the Jamaica Plain Neighborhood Development Corporation. And how did you get involved with them? And what has that experience been like? Are you still working with them? What's it like?
Oh, yes. I call Carlos every week. Carlos is one of the persons that work with business owners, minority business owners. And you know what? I don't know if it's because I've always needed a mentor. Doesn't matter my role in life. Even when I was a high school student, I needed a mentor. Yeah. So I always feel like JPNDC is my mentor. Whenever there's something I can't answer or I can't dedicate the time to find the answer, I call Carlos. Hey, Carlos, there's this form that I need to fill out. Do I need to fill it out? Do I not need to fill it out? Like, it's amazing having JPNDC to be able to provide those resources. Yeah. It helps, it helps to know that there's some, especially that they know they're a part of the community, they're part of JP. It helps to know that somebody is, I feel a lot of businesses don't know who to call if they have a problem.
It's true.
If I have a problem, the first person I'm going to call is Carlos from JPNDC. Right? So
I'm sure you're not the only one.
That's how I work. I work with JPNDC.
So what they still do classes, and you took a bunch of the classes. So what are some of the classes that you participated in?
Yeah, so the first thing I did with them, like this was like before 2 years ago, when I first had the idea of having a business, I reached out to them, and I reached out to Carlos, and I told them the idea that I had. There was no juice bars in JP, so
No.
I said to him, you know what, I have this idea, and I have this idea of having a juice bar in Jamaica Plain, and I don't know how to start. So he was like, okay, you're in the right place. This is the first thing you gotta do: sign up for this class, the business class. And in that business class, it was like a 2 months or 3 months, I think, class where I would meet once a week. We would meet, and we went from A to Z, right?
Yeah.
A, once you have that idea in your head, how are you gonna make it a reality?
Right.
Right? And how are you gonna make it a reality? They make you think of the finances, right? How you pay for things.
Right. Where's the money coming from?
Yeah, where's the money coming from? And I remember in even like all the people in the class give you information, give you feedback. And you also learn from the feedback that other classmates are given to the other participants.
Yep.
So somebody else, I remember, had someone had an idea of a laundromat, which now would have been the perfect. I was thinking this guy would have killed it now with a his thing was a laundromat that was the person would pick up the clothes from the house, and then they would take it to the laundry, and then it was like a mobile laundromat service.
That's cool.
And I've learned about people were giving feedback for his idea, and whatever information he was getting, it was also coming from me too, because I was learning from that. So that was one of the classes that I took. The next one I did was marketing. I didn't do them. Sorry, I didn't do the marketing one. The accounting one. The accounting.
Oh, the accounting one. That's
the accounting one. The finances. Like, it was like a workshop. It was like a small workshop. So I did that one as well. And then since then I just participate. I help advocate with them whenever they do the breakfast. They support us. They do a lot of catering. So I support as much as I can with JPBC.
I love them so much. So I'm really glad that you're still involved with them. And it's true, Carlos is amazing. If you're thinking of starting a small business in Boston, go to JPNDC's website and look up Carlos. And
if you think about
it,
yeah, and if you think about it, there's not that much resources out there.
There really isn't. No, it's very limited. And especially now with everything going on.
Like, they hold your hand and walk you through the whole process. They sit you down and you go through your framework, one-on-one help. Like, where else do you get that help in Boston?
For free.
For free. Yeah, it's amazing. You have to hire a consultant. Or what I did at the beginning was I reached out to a lot of business owners with a similar concept. But not everybody has the time to sit down with you, right? To give you like all the feedback and the information.
Right.
So having like an organization there, that main goal is to provide support for new business owners. It's like, it's amazing.
I'm just so glad you're still involved with them, and it's just great to see the relationship blossom. I gotta know, because I don't think I could do it. I just don't think I could do it. How do you keep your energy up as a mom of 4 kids, an entrepreneur, a business owner, an educator? What do you do?
I don't know. I drink coffee and drink juice. You know what? One of the things I realize about me as a person is that I need projects. That's what keeps me going. I need projects to get me. I have a lot of energy. And the type of energy that I have is not just physical, like I need to work out, things like that. It's more mentally.
Yeah.
Like I need to be like maybe I have like ADD or ADHD. I don't know. I must have something, right? That right, that you know, like it keeps me vibrant. Like, you know, like I'm always want to do something. And I'm always have ideas. And since I was like a kid, I always like I have an idea. I want to do this. I want to do that. So that energy, that fire,
Yeah.
that I have, competitive. That's a word. That competitive spirit that's inside of me
Yeah.
is what keeps me going. And also having a support group. Like I said, in order for my household, you know, I have support. You know, when I need help, when I need babysitters, you know, having a reliable sitter, it's a deal breaker. But right now in this stage of my life, I am kind of just want to focus more on my children, you know, the little ones. You know, I want to really be able to, you know, give them the foundations, and then them knowing that, oh, my mom is here. You know, we have to go with her to the business because, you know, that's what they do. You know, if we need to
I was just gonna ask, do you involve them with the?
Yes.
Are you raising them to be entrepreneurs?
Yes, totally. And I'll tell you. So we do the BJ's run with them. They know if I need to go, if we in the park and there's an issue at Juicy Greens and I need to go, they know we have to pack up and go. All of us go. If we don't have a babysitter, we just have to go.
Wow.
You know, they have to wait. And, you know, that's the lifestyle. That's our lifestyle.
Yeah.
So them being so flexible with me, my husband being flexible and being also hands-on and supporting Juicy Greens, it all helps. So having a team, having a reliable team, not just at work, but in my house, is what helps me. And then me having that, like, being motivated and having that competitive spirit that I always want to do something, that's what, like, helps me feeling all the different
fire. No, I love that your family is also your team, but then your team is also your family at Juicy Greens. So it's really beautiful. And you have more family that way.
Exactly. And you know what? One of the things that you know, for my, you know, it is not, I'm gonna say it's not easy. You know, I don't sit down and watch TV. I don't know when the time I watch. Well, I did finish watching that Madam Walker show on Netflix. But it's random. Like, so I get to, like, I don't watch much TV. I don't do much reading, unfortunately. So I'm either being one-on-one with my kids, so, you know, spend in the yard. I just play with them all day, or I'm working all day. You know, I'll lock myself in the closet and I'll just, like, do all the work. Right, that's what I need to do. And then I do that, and then we all go outside and then we play. So having that balance, I guess, is what happens.
You need a lot of balance to do what you do. I was just gonna ask you, what do you do for yourself for fun? Is it just playing with the kids? Or?
I know, right? What I like to do for fun is I like to work out, but unfortunately, the last, like, 4 weeks, it's been, you know, just trying to. You know, my priority right now have been the kids from the minute I wake up. So today, I told my friend who came to do the massage, I said, you know, the massage was really good because it's kind of like it's a me thing, right? Yeah. I told the kids, everybody get out of the room. This is mommy's time. Yeah. So I need that. And I haven't had it in a month. So, and I can tell I start, like, not functioning right if I don't have that me time. So I'm going to start claiming that back. My me time.
You gotta have your mommy time.
Yeah. And, you know, it's hard when you're a mom. And I know some moms out there, they know what I you feel guilty. You feel guilty when I'm like, man, I could have been, you know, making my daughter, you know, doing the laundry for my kids. Or I could be, you know, calling appointments and setting up dentist appointments instead of being on the bike. You know, you start sabotaging yourself. You know, like all this. But I need to claim back my time. And my time is, you know, on my bike or going for a run. So that's how I usually, you know, make this body work.
And that totally leads to, I ask every guest this question because I do this broadcast for my mental health to keep me, I don't know, going. even though I'm still working. This like keeps me going. What have you been doing or not been doing during COVID for your mental health?
You know, not doing has been the exercise. You know, I feel the
Right.
exercise, I don't know, I feel makes my brain young. When I work out
Yep.
and I break a sweat, I feel my brain can think and I can speak more clearly.
No,
And I
it's
can
good.
even, you know, English is not my first language, so like I forget a lot of words. But I swear to God, when I work out consistently, like my brain is like this. Like I'm
Yep.
sharp. Like my vocabulary is like sharp. So that's some of the things that I have not been doing. What I've been doing a lot is let it go. That mentality of just
Good.
let it go.
Have you been watching a lot of Frozen?
Yes, I know, right? Let it go. It's okay to not do nothing.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. And you know what? That took me a lot to
Oh yeah.
understand and to learn that, you know what? There's nothing wrong with not doing nothing. There's nothing wrong with, you know, having the dishes piled up and have your kids outside played all day. That's okay. You know, like and that for me, I had to learn it because I'm
Yep.
always doing something since I was in high school. I always felt I was go getting, you know, trying to, you know, getting my associate's degree, then getting my bachelor's degree, then getting my master's degree, then, you know, trying to do everything I could do to be like the best teacher for my students, then trying to be the best mom for my kids. And then then all of a sudden if you burn out, right?
Yep.
So being able, so I had to learn to just say, let it go. It's okay. You know, eventually things are gonna get done at the job. Eventually things are gonna get done at the home. Right now, it's just I can just stay outside and not do nothing.
I have a lot to learn from you because I have not reached that level of existence yet.
Yeah, yeah,
It's so hard for me. I'm learning, but
and
I'm
it's
glad that you recognize that and do that.
it's necessary. Yeah, you know, because, you know, like sometimes it's, you know, with the newborn, I'm still breastfeeding. It's impossible for me to like try to do 10 things for the house and 10 things for the shop. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna own this space. This is my space. This is my
Yep.
time, and I'm just gonna focus on breastfeeding my baby. Nothing else is happening but this. And
Being
that's what
present,
happened.
yeah.
Being present, being mindful and present in the moment.
It's so important, and I'm sure a lot of people struggle with it. I definitely struggle with it. It's really hard. With so much there's always going on all the time, something. So
Yeah, yeah. And also news. Oh, that's one thing that I also do. I don't watch news.
good.
I don't
There's
watch news.
nothing good going on anyway.
I don't watch news. And sometimes I have to, if I need to take a break from Facebook, which I did at the beginning of the whole COVID-19, I was really freaking out. I ended up with COVID-19. My husband ended up with COVID-19.
Oh
His
wow,
dad
I didn't know that.
COVID-19. Yes, we all ended up right at the beginning, right when everything started like shutting down.
Oh my
And
god.
and I not even like, I think for the social media for Juicy Greens, I think I stopped the social media for Juicy Greens and I deleted my Facebook account because I just didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to focus on my healing and the healing of my family. That and I didn't want to watch news. And so that's what I, you know, that I learned that, you know, when your mind gets so busy and you start getting anxiety
Yeah.
from watching the news 24/7, like it's time to get a news detox.
I'm
Because
so
your
glad
body,
that you guys are better.
yeah,
That's so
yeah,
scary.
it was really scary. It was really scary.
And the news, trust me, I didn't get it, but I thought I might have had it or was getting it, and scrolling through social media during those 2 weeks I was in quarantine were like, I was torturing myself.
Yeah, because then you start seeing people dying, right? You start hearing
you read all the horrible things.
Yeah, that's what I was like when I started seeing friends of friends dying, and then like, oh, my mom passed away of COVID-19, my brother, and I was like, oh my god, and I have COVID-19. I would go in the bathroom and I would pray. I was like, please, I don't want to die. I have my baby. I just have a baby. I have my kids. Like, it was just. So I was just like, I cannot see any more of my friends, parents, or relatives.
You are a survivor.
Yes, yes.
You are a survivor. Oh goodness, Amy, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, if you're watching for the first time now or later, or you just stumbled upon this and you're new, I like to give everyone that is on this broadcast the opportunity to own the show at the end of, our segment together. And it's the guest's time to say whatever they want, really. Be inspirational, sing a song, say a prayer, dance. I don't care what they do. I sit here and I shut up and I watch their show. So, Amy, it is your turn for the final word. And the floor.
Okay. Another chance, I will teach you how to dance salsa. But I think I still need my energy for the rest of the day. So I'm going to have Manny come over here. We're going to do a little breathing because I think I need some breathing time so I can finish my time. Manny, you want to help me lead a meditation?
Oh, I love it.
Let's do slide. And then we said, let's slide. Let's do some breathing meditation. Let's help me and my friend do a meditation. Okay? This is Manny. This is my 6-year-old. Me and Manny are going to lead a meditation. We do some breathing.
All right. Okay. I love it.
All right. Let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Let's do it again. Exhale. Let's focus on any noise that you're hearing in your house or outside your house. Manny, what do you hear right now? Do you hear some birds? Focus on the birds.
I hear construction.
You hear construction. I hear the wind.
I hear Luna.
I hear Luna walking.
And on the walks.
Yep. Do you feel mommy's hands right now?
Oh yeah, and I hear Luna licking her mouth.
Licking her mouth. Let's take one more deep breath. Exhale. Woo! See that how that brings you a little bit of peace and just again in control.
I feel alive.
Right? I need those. I need my breathing times. It's just a little bit of oxygen. It's just what a lot of us need sometimes.
That was perfect way to end. And I hope everyone watching now or later also does it because I feel awake now. More awake.
Yeah, I used to do that in my classroom with my students. I did a training with UMass Boston, and then they train teachers how to use mindfulness in their classroom.
That's awesome.
And it was the best. It was the best for my students. I'm telling you, like I noticed my students would like be less anxious before the test. So because I remember I deal with anxiety when I'm doing like a test or something. Like I forget. Like, I will memorize and study, and then my hands get sweaty, and I'll forget what I need to write. But then I learned that if I give my students 5 minutes of just take a deep breath, give them skills and tools to how to relax before a test, then they could perform better. This is my other son. This is Michael. Michael, hi. My friend Kelly. We're live, guys. We're live. They love.
I'm so happy to have you on, guys.
This is the young entrepreneurs. So these boys in this summer are gonna be working on a business project. What's the name of your business?
I'm gonna do lemonade. Michael's gonna do the entertainment, and Ted's gonna make the food.
So He's gonna make the lemonade. Mateo, our oldest one, is the baker, and then Michael is the entertainer.
Oh,
So he's in charge of entertainment.
you have to let me know when you guys open so I can
Yes. And then they're going to donate the money to a cause, right?
Oh,
Three Brothers Bakery. That's the name of their business.
you guys are so great.
Three. There you go. Three.
You're gonna be successful with your mom's help for sure.
That's what we're gonna be doing this summer. That's gonna be their summer camp. Business
That's
boot
more than
camp.
I'm doing this summer. So.
So he would be football.
Oh, and you can get football too. Football camp too.
Oh my god. You're gonna have quite the summer, guys.
Yes, we're looking forward. It's supposed to be. We need to come up with a routine. Now we need.
Now you just got used to the old routine, and now you need the new routine.
Now we need a summer routine. So how you gonna be doing this summer?
Oh, I'm sure that you'll get there.
Do you have plans for the summer?
What was that?
Do you have plans for the summer?
I'm just gonna work.
Okay.
Work and work and work and work and work some more.
Oh man, were you? There was supposed to be something going on this summer for JPNDC, like a fair, like a fiesta, right? Like a festival or something.
I don't know. I wonder what they're gonna be doing. I mean, normally I would be working on the Latin Quarter World's Fair, but we have to really do that the way it's been done. It was done last year because it's a big outdoor festival.
Yeah.
So I'll be working on that.
They're making it.
Oh, it's so precious. Well, Amy, I want to thank you so much, and Manny and Michael and Luna.
Then I said, Kelly.
Bye,
Bye. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh wait, this is the other one. This is Mateo. Mateo, your life.
The three brothers. Oh,
Bye.
bye. I can't wait for your bakery.
The Three Brothers Bakery. Mateo, I don't know if you've seen him. He works in the shop already. He's been working since we opened.
Oh,
He does our register.
you're an expert business owner.
All right, Kelly. Thank you so much for.
Thank you so much for being on. Have a good summer, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Oh my gosh, I love Amy, and having her on was so fabulous. I thank her for being on. I just want to thank you all for tuning in an hour later, for liking, commenting, sharing. I hope that you will check out JUICYGREENS in Jamaica Plain or City Garden. Next week, I hope you'll tune in 12 p.m. Thursday here on Facebook Live. We will all be together. Welcoming Katrina Conrad. She is from Madison Park Development Corporation, and we're going to be talking about this amazing relief fund that she's spearheading for minority-owned contracts. And we're going to learn all about that and all about her work at Madison Park Development Corporation. Just because I know what she does doesn't mean that you do. So I hope you'll tune in next week. Please, everyone, stay home. I don't know. I'm staying home. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Do whatever you need to do to be healthy mentally and physically. Thank you again for tuning in. I will see you next week. And please advocate for the arrest of the cops who murdered Breonna Taylor and Elijah McClain. If you would like to learn more about that, please contact me and we can discuss. Thank you so much. Have a great day.